Hey, it's Kevin again. How you guys doing? Love you guys. It's just been such a great adventure with the Lord. I've just really been enjoying Him and the situations that I go through. I mean, on the road, just meeting people and praying for people. It's happened over and over again. Like just the other day, I was just riding down the road and some lady was a Christian and she was struggling with some issues in life, like we all do. We all have these issues. And her daughter had called her up and said, look on the internet and look at bikegod.com. And through that, she actually found my site of bikeforgod.com. And it was just really awesome. She ended up closing her office and coming and finding me on the road, and I prayed for her, and I really felt like the Lord did it work in her life that day. He took away some of the strongholds and some of the issues she was dealing with. It was really, really, really great just to fellowship with her and tell her a little bit about the Spirit and how God works. So, God, what do you want to do? I have a feeling that He's wanting to show you off a little bit. He's wanting to come before you and tell you a little bit about His Spirit and how He works. So, Lord, what do you want to show? He said it's by His stripes you were healed. And so, by His stripes you are healed. So anybody that's struggling with any type of something in their body that's not of God, you are healed. Be healed right now in the name of Jesus. Whatever is inside of you that's not of Him, I cast it out right now. I take dominion over it. And I tell it to leave. Leave this child of God. You have no right to this child of God. One thing that I've worked on the road is sometimes I would have pains inside of me, like muscle pains or something like that. It was never anything serious, and I'd be riding down the road and I would speak to my own body. He gave us dominion over our own body, and I would speak to it. I said, you don't have any right to me. This pain has to go right now. Be gone. I cast you out. I set you at the feet of Jesus. You're gone. And it would go away. And then maybe 5 minutes later it'd come back and I'd do it again. And maybe 10 minutes later it'd come back and I'd do it again. But eventually it would go away. And maybe this is something for somebody out there that they're having an issue with something, some type of a disease or whatever it is. Take control of your body and cast that thing out and heal yourself. God said to heal the sick, and if you're sick, go ahead and try it. I mean, so as a mind thinks, so is he. So, I mean, if you think you're sick, then it's not going to help you to think that way because you're probably not going to get well. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm not saying don't take your drugs. What I'm doing is I'm setting you up to allow your body to heal itself, because that's the way that God really designed it. I know that, like I said, I was on the road and it happened every time. And you know what? Sometimes it would go away the first time, sometimes as the second, sometimes as the third. But take dominion over your body. Allow God to heal you through yourself. And so all you're doing is you're doing the scriptures. Start to think different, start to live different, start to speak different. And another thing God's showing me is another thing that He wants you to do is He wants you to realize that as far as the Israelites, the ones that didn't make it into the promised land, those people basically, it was through their words. Their words were wrong, their minds were wrong, their mindsets. And so they didn't receive the promise that they could have had because of their own selves, something that they had control over. It was their murmuring and complaining that made the Lord mad. I mean, the Lord gave them everything, but their murmuring and complaining basically took them out of what God had for them. So go forth today, start to change the way you think, change the way you act, change the way you speak. Do all these things in faith and go be with God today. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye-bye.